hello, hello. May I please go vertigo? Perfecto. Okay. Hi, this is Tad from Artemis Oracle doing your reading today. I was live earlier, so I wonder if some people from the earlier live will show up. I wasn't able to read their questions, but I'm going to be doing a yes or no reading. What that entails is I will pull a card for you. We'll see what card comes out for you. If it's a yes, it will be, hi Shantae, you're back. If it's upright, it's a yes. If it's reversed, it's a no. So I'm just resetting the deck. I'm putting all the cards upright. I was supposed to do this after, but oh, that card spinned. You know what card spinned? Hi Montaigne, how are you? The Emperor card, Shantae. It was spinning. Okay, let's see. So I gotta reset the deck. Yes, I remember you. I hope everything's okay, doing well for you. Yes. I hope everything's going well with your work. But then I was thinking about your reading too. After I did it, and I remember it was the Knight of Wands, I believe, that came out for you. But the other thing too that I was thinking about later on is that the Knight of Wands is someone who's always moving around. I said the player card, but I remember it was like constant. The Knight of Wands is always going back and forth. So I was thinking later on, I was like, I wonder if that card also showed that you were someone who was always active at work. Like you would always be busy, always. I don't know where you work, but it just made me think that you were probably someone who can do a lot. Like you have a lot of skills and stuff. So later on I was thinking, I was like, damn, why couldn't I also add that? Why I had to go straight to that negative meaning? Oh gosh. Well, I'm doing yes or no questions. So that means if the card is upright, it's a yes. If it's reversed, it's a no. And then if I feel like there's another message, I add on to it. Yeah, it takes a lot of energy for me to do that. So I find people have been liking the yes or no, and a couple people have come back and told me that I've been accurate and that they like the way I give advice too, or the way I read. So we can see how that goes. I don't know. I think if maybe like once I hit like 1,000 subscribers, that'll be cool. You know, like to do. I could do something like that. Because I was watching one reader, she was doing free readings and she was like so energetic and like she was prepared for that. Me, I'm still new, so it takes a lot of energy for me to do those types of readings. So like maybe when I reach 1,000, I could do something like that. Like I could do a live celebrating and then, but I think that might be happening soon for me. So I would say just keep posted. You can stay posted. So let's see, I have two. So I put all the cards in the upright. I've been shuffling them. So what I'm going to do is split the deck in half as equally as I can. And then I'm going to reverse the cards. So half is upright, half is reversed. And then I shuffle again. And then we see if it comes out yes or no that way. And people seem to like this. So I hope you do too, Montaigne. Let's see what comes out. You could ask as many as you'd like, okay? Because right now it's only you and Shantae here. Someone just joined. Jyoti, Sahani. Hello. So we'll see. So the way I like to read is if the yes or no is upright, yes, reverse is no. But then if I feel like I have to give you more explanation, then I'll let you know what else I'm getting from that. So will Montaigne get a boyfriend? Will Montaigne have a boyfriend soon? It looks like it's a yes, Montaigne. It's looking like you might be meeting someone. They may be an air sign, or they may just be very intelligent, very smart, very observant, very honest. They may also be, but I will tell you this much. This person, I looked at the bottom, they may not have that much money though. I don't know if it's because they're working on something and working on building their money, or they just don't have that much money now, but they're going to be someone, you definitely be meeting somebody. You'll have a boyfriend soon. Okay, let's see. Hi, Suvra, how are you? Suvra, remember, I only do yes or no. So that's not a yes or no question. Suvra, don't make me put you in timeout. You're already starting. Do my coworkers sense changes in do Montaigne's coworker sense a change in their personality? Do Montaigne's coworkers sense a change in her personality? It's still no, and it's weird because this is the Wheel of Fortune. I don't think they've noticed. What I'm getting, like, some of them, they may be the type of people that just are like fixed in whatever they think about you. So those people, they haven't changed or haven't noticed the change. And I think it's because they're stuck on whatever they already think about you. GOT, that's not a yes or no question. Yes or no questions are close-ended. The ones that I can answer with a yes or no. So that's a different type of question. You could ask, will Ratish unblock me? You know, will Ratish unblock me? Will he tell me why he blocked me? That's like a yes or no question. And Suvra, you could ask, does Lippy have feelings for Suvra? That's a yes or no question. Hi, Carolyn. I hope you're doing well. Okay, you want to know about Doug? Well, let me see something. Montaigne. Hi, Pala. How are you? Pala B. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Elena. Okay. Is Elena uncomfortable in Montaigne's presence? Am I saying your name right, Montaigne? Is Elena uncomfortable in Montaigne's presence? Is Elena uncomfortable in Montaigne's presence? Is Elena uncomfortable in Montaigne's presence? It looks like it's a yes. I don't know Elena's role, but I don't know if she's someone or there's someone that wants the attention on themselves, or they want to be the boss. They may be bossy. You can let me know if that's because the Emperor card came out, and don't get offended, Shantae. I know she's an Aries. But yeah, I'm thinking it's a yes, that she does feel comfortable around you. But I feel like it may not have to do with, it may have to do with her status. So I would say it's because she may be intimidated by you too. Remember what I mentioned about trans people? We need trans people. We need you. Does she feel exposed by? Okay, let me see. There's other questions and I'll get to yours, Montaigne. Okay. Okay. Does Lippy have feelings for Suvra and Jyoti? I know I read for you before because you spammed the chat, Suvra. Does Lippy have feelings for Suvra and Jyoti? This came out a little weird, but it's leaning, it's like a maybe, but since it came out like this, I feel like it's leaning towards yes. Suvra. It's looking like yes. See, when I said maybe, and then you got this in the bottom, I don't know if you're someone that gets a lot of attention, Suvra, but let me see. I feel like it's mixed, Suvra. And I don't know if it's because they're still unsure about you. I don't know if you're someone who gets a lot of attention and that may make them a little bit nervous. Because you have the Six of Wands in reverse. So that may make them nervous. Because someone who gets a lot of attention, some people, they like attention, and then that means they tend to have, well, people think they have more options because they like the attention that they receive. So I don't know if he's like that's where he's unsure, or maybe he gets a lot of attention, or they get a lot of attention, and you know, they may be unsure about that. But I feel like it's more leaning towards a yes, Suvra. Okay, let's see. I'm doing well, Carolyn. I'm fine, thank you. I'm doing good, Pallavi. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that, Pallavi. Okay, I see your question. I see Montaigne's question. All right, so now I didn't get to read Carolyn's question. Is Doug the right person for Carolyn at this time? Is Doug the right person for Carolyn at this time? That's a yes. He's either developing feelings for you, even though you're asking if he's the right person. And I think there's a bit of innocence in this card. So it's looking like it's a yes, but I feel like probably, I don't know if you need someone who's going to be not as aggressive, because since it's a page, it's someone that's a little more I would say not so aggressive, like a Knight of Wands or a swords, or a wand or swords person. So I feel like this is like somebody who's gentle, who's very compassionate and caring. So if that's what you need, then this is a yes, that he is the right person for you at this time in your life. I hope that was helpful, Carolyn. Okay, Montaigne's. Oh. The sweet. Okay. Oops, the cards are looking my way. I'm going to read Montaigne's question, then Pallaby. Okay. Okay. Does Elena feel exposed by Montaigne? It says no. It's saying no. But then there's a yes. I don't know if you and her have a past or something. I don't know if you were friends before and you're no longer friends. If you had some sort of conflict or something. But I would say maybe. This is more maybe than anything. But it may be tied to something. I don't know if you know something about her that she's worried about. But because of something, you know, because this is like saying someone will win at all costs. And I don't know if this could be you, that if she tries anything, then you know how to put her in her place. So I think it's coming out as a maybe. And I don't know if you and her have some history. There's history between you where you may know stuff about her that she feels like it kind of ties back to the Emperor card earlier, like you're intimidating in some way. I hope that makes sense. Montaigne. Okay, Carolyn, Carolyn's the Pallaby. The Suvi Club Pallaby. The Suvi Club Pallaby. Oh, yes. You got a yes. I feel like, I don't know if you make him feel free. I don't know if him or her, you make them feel free. Like optimistic about what can happen in the future. And you probably, I don't know if you make them feel like silly when they're around you, or if they get shy or nervous, anything like that. So it looks like it's a yes, that he does love you, and that you probably make him very happy. Namaste, Surah. God bless you too. Oh, I hope it's helpful, Carolyn. If I'm wrong, I don't mind being told I'm wrong, you know, because, you know, I'm trying to get as much as I can from the cards. And hi, Alpha. How you doing? Okay. Oh, they get nervous around you? Okay, I read that right. Okay, you're welcome, Pallaby. Thank you for confirming. Like the full card when it comes to love, that's like a good feeling, you know? We like when they get nervous around us. Okay, Montaigne. Let me see. I saw. Hi, Akai. How are you? Okay, let me see. Hi, Sihami. I hope I'm saying your names right. Okay, let me see. All right. Mate, you don't have to remove your message. It's okay. I asked. Okay. John Fraser. Does John Fraser have any regrets about hurting Montaigne? Does John Fraser regret hurting Montaigne? I'm going to shuffle these cards for you, Montaigne. Wait, I saw one card flip. Let me fix that. I think I didn't put a card right. Okay. Does John regret hurting Montaigne? Does John regret hurting Montaigne? Does John feel regret? John Fraser feel regret hurting? It seems like it's a yes. It's looking like a yes, Montaigne. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He regrets if the. But see, it's the Seven of Swords. I don't know if he was lying or he just. Oh, that's. I see him. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely full energy. But it looks like yeah, that I don't know if he lied, said lies, or lied to you, or was being sneaky in some way, but it seems like, yes, he regrets that. He wants to take it back. He wishes he could take it back. Oh no! Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Alpha. Okay, Sihame. AK. Okay, thank you, AK. Thank you for confirming. Okay, Sihame. Let's see. Have feelings with Sihame. So Sihame, I'm answering yes or no. Well, everybody who's here. Hello, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm a tarot and oracle card reader. I'm doing a yes or no. I'm answering yes or no questions. So if the card is in the upright, that means yes. If it's reversed, it means no. And if I feel inclined to add messages based on the cards I see, I will let you know what I see. So you could post a yes or no question. And if the question you post is not a yes or no question, I will suggest a way of rephrasing it so that we can answer it with the cards. So Sihame, you put, how is Hisham feeling for me? So we could rephrase that for, does Hisham, I hope I'm saying that right, have feelings for me? Is that okay? Hi, Haifa. Hi, Sanjay. How are you? How are you, Haifa? Sihame, let me know if we could use that question instead. Hi, Sabi. Hi, MD. Oh, I'm sorry, MD. Hi, Connie. How are you? Oh, Alpha, I'm so sorry. That's so fucked up. MD, I don't even need a card to answer your question right now. So I don't need cards for that. Yes, you will get over the heartbreak. I feel like what you have to do, and I think anybody who's ever been heartbroken understands how hard it is to get over the pain of losing someone, say the person that you loved, because they no longer want to be with you, or whatever the case may be, because we could be heartbroken for whatever reason. We could actually lose somebody that we love, like they pass away, or we lose our job, or it seems like shit is just not going well. But yes, you will get over the heartbreak. It's a matter of you allowing yourself to go through the process of grieving whatever it is that you've lost. And it's a process. It's something that takes time. It's not something that you rush. But eventually you will start to feel better, and you'll start to see that things will improve. And that whatever, if it was regarding another person, there is somebody better out there for you. And if this person disappointed you, did things that really affected how you even see yourself, know that that's projections. Whatever you were in the relationship, or whatever you did the best you could. And because I don't know if this is because of a breakup. But you have to know that things will get better. It takes time. It's not something that can be rushed. And there are going to be moments where you go back and forth. You may even go back to certain things if it is a relationship and think where you could have done things differently. But the thing is it takes two people to be in a relationship. So both people have to be willing to put in the work and be understanding and compromising with each other. And if that wasn't what was happening in your situation, if that's the situation, because I don't know, then just know that something better is coming for you. You know, I hope that was helpful, MD. So I see there are a lot of questions. So I want to read Haifa and this question. Let me see something. Let me go back. Look, it's Sihame. Sihame, did you want to change your question? Okay, yes. Okay. I'm answering questions in the order they're received. So I was up to Sihame. All right. Message feelings for Sihame. Yes, he does have feelings for you. He may be reflecting on how he wants to, what efforts he wants to put towards you. Like how he may want to spend time with you, what kind of gifts he wants to give you, how he wants to express the way he feels about you, you know? And I think it's with his actions. It's the things that he does. And I feel like, you make him happy. You make him happy. You make him feel happy. Yeah. I think he probably even considers like what kind of future you and him can have together. You know? I don't know, like what came to my mind is like he probably even thinks about children. I don't know how many men actually think about having kids or having a family, because we always hear that women always worried about family, having a baby and all that stuff. But I wonder if that's something that he also considers too, that he may be thinking about Sihame. I hope that's helpful. So I'm gonna go to Haifa's question. Okay, Haifa. I hope I'm saying your name right, because I scrolled up. Okay, how does the scene feel about Haifa? How does the scene feel about Haifa? How does the scene feel about Haifa? Wait, I can't answer the question. We're gonna, because I got the heartbreak card, but it was reversed. But you know what? I'll answer that question because this is the card that came out. I don't know if you and him had an argument. I feel like, or he did something that hurt you. And I think he wants to come back and he wants to talk to you. He wants to make it right. If he hurt you in some way, he wants to make it right. He wants to make amends to you. So I feel like if he caused you any pain, he wants to take it away. And people only do that if they love somebody, if they care about somebody. So I'm going to say that like he cares about you and he loves you and he doesn't like the fact that he hurt you. And that he made you unhappy. That's what I'm getting. I hope that was helpful, Haifa. Now, Sanjay. Okay, I hope you feel better, Sanjay. Okay, MD, Sabi, do I have a future? Hi, I hope you saw let me see. Okay. Oh my God, Alpha. I saw. Yeah, you have to be careful. You're welcome, Haifa. You're welcome, Sihame. Hi, Ethel. Thank you for coming back. You know why he's cold? It's either because I wonder. I was gonna say, is he a Scorpio? No, he's so cold. Men tend, well, I could be, you know, I'm not a man, but if men are like that, it's probably because they're focused on other things. So right now, there could be something that may be distracting him, but some people don't really like showing their feelings, so that he could be that type of person. But and also some people are taught not to really show they're happy or their feelings, you know? So it could be that. But if you're in no contact, I don't know why, but it could be he does have happy thoughts about you. Because that Sun card, and then the Seven of Pentacles is about reflection. So he's reflecting on something. He's thinking about something. All right, let me go back. Let me see. Sanjay's come back. Hi, Damien. I don't know if you're still here. You were not here the last live, because the last live I did was yesterday. Actually, the last live I did was at 2. So, welcome back. You know, it's so funny. I was thinking about you. I was like, I wonder what happened to Damien, because his comments kept getting blocked for some reason. But I'm happy to see you're back. Okay. Hi, Via. Hi, Prawns. Okay. I'm just looking to see the questions. Sanjay, okay. Let me see. You know, I can't really, let's see what comes out. Okay. Well, Elena quit her job. Remember, also these readings are for entertainment purposes. I do believe I'm psychic, but it's not like at a whim. You know, it takes time, you know, to be able to get messages and stuff like that. But I go by what I see in the cards and what intuitively comes to me. But psychic, that stuff is like, that happens in the night when I'm sleeping, like my dreams and stuff. But let's see, like these are for entertainment purposes, and I'm reading for the current energy now. Okay. So will Elena quit her job soon? So I'm not sure how it is to read for somebody else. Okay, now I'm gonna read. Will Elena quit her job soon? Let's see. That's too many cards, but it's looking like a yes. I don't know if that'll be a dream come true for you, Montaigne, for her to leave, like a wish come true. Because I see the Fool too. So I don't know if that'll be a wish come true. And if that will make you happy. Because I saw the Sun card too. But it's looking like yes. But I don't know if when she leaves, she's going to feel free. And to have a new beginning. It could be something like that. Okay, Sanjay. Sanjay, I hope you're not being manipulative by, you know, saying you're not well and her wanting you to come back to you just because you're sick. Because I know some people do that. I hope you're not doing that, Sanjay. It's looking like a yes for you, Sanjay. But I feel like this is, because this card is about reflection. So I think if she does come back, it's after some thorough thought, you know? So she's not going to come automatically. It might take her some time, you know, like she's really going to think about it, whether or not she should come forward. I hope that helps, Sanjay. Okay, let's see. Okay, Ethel. Let me see Ethel's. Let's see Ethel's question. I hope you're still there, Ethel. I have so many questions. I didn't even put subscriber mode on. Actually, let me see if I could do it now. Okay, I put subscriber mode on. Okay. So I read Sanjay's question. Taurus, okay, okay. Ethel's, all right, well, Ethel have to move this month. Just to be sure, are you talking about March, right? Ethel, this March? Hi, Gerard, I hope you're doing well. Okay. Well, Ethel have to move this month. Well, Ethel have to move this month. It's looking like a yes, but it kind of can fall off on the side. So I feel like this is saying that to prepare yourself just in case you have to, like, make sure that you have the funds to be able to move, to get the things, or to take everything that you, if you do end up having to move, take the things that you value the most, you know? Most people do anyway, but that was kind of dumb of me to say, because most people only take what they value the most. But if you're, I feel like it's a yes. But when it came off on the side, so it could be, I think it's ultimately up to you. But if you're asking, it maybe because it's not up to you. So if someone else is involved in this decision, this is something that they may be considering, but it's not like a clear yes, like a full yes. It's like leaning towards yes, but more a maybe for you. But I feel like if that's the case, that you should start preparing to get your finances in order, you know, to prepare for the move if that ultimately comes. But it's, since it came off like on the side like this, like an angle, it's like maybe leaning towards yes. And yeah, this is why I was saying, because I know, like, just the thought of having to move, and if I had to move like this month, that would be overwhelming and stressful. So I feel like try to prepare yourself as much as you can in case that happens, that ultimately happens. But it's leaning towards a yes. I hope that's helpful. I'm sorry, Ethel. Sanjay, I read your question. Okay, AK. Hi, No Famer. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so we're gonna do AK's question. So Trey AK's person. Oh, I didn't see that. I thought you were telling me, Alpha. I didn't see that was a question. I thought you were making the comment, but oh my gosh. Okay, I want to read that next, okay? I'm gonna read that next. I thought that you were just saying that. I didn't know you were asking. Okay. Is Trey AK's forever person? Ooh, that's a hard question. Let's see what comes out for you, AK. AK, you look like you have a pretty smile. AK, is Trey AK's forever person? Is Trey AK's forever person? I think you already have an idea about him, but you just want to see what comes out in the cards, because he probably has some reservations. Is Trey my forever person? Is Trey AK's forever person? Is Trey AK's forever person? Is Trey AK's forever person? Ooh, the cards. I gotta shuffle. think it's like I don't know if it, see, there's two cards that came out. The moon card came out in reverse, but the death card came out upright. What I wanted to say, I'm going to tell you what came to my mind. No, he's not, but there may be a Scorpio that is. That's what came to my mind, AK. That's automatically what came to my mind. If Trey isn't a Scorpio, then no, because this is no with the moon card. But I feel like no, it's not, and that may be ending if you have some sort of connection with him, like a romantic connection, if it's starting out, or I don't know how far you and him have gone in your relationship. It seems like no, and that the relationship is going to be ending, or it's a no, and there may be a Scorpio coming in, or Scorpio-like energy, someone mysterious, maybe sexy, maybe a little scary. I'm a Scorpio, just so you know. That's why I'm saying those things are Scorpio. But it's like this, I feel like it might not work out with AK, and it may have to do with stuff that you end up finding out. Things that come to light with the moon reversed, because in the upright it's usually secrets, stuff that's hidden, but you may be finding something out that may make you want to end the relationship, or there could be something that you may not be feeling him, or you're both not feeling each other, and then it ends, or it's just a no, whatever, it ends for whatever reason. Maybe he's not supposed to be your forever person, but it could be a Scorpio that's coming towards you, or it could be even. It's funny, I say a Scorpio coming towards you, and then another person with the Knight of Pentacles in the bottom. I feel like there's either one or two other people that you may be meeting. It could be an earth sign energy, or Scorpio, water sign energy that's coming towards you. I hope that's helpful, AK. Okay. Alpha's question. Alpha, are you still there? I have to scroll all the way down. Okay, I'm gonna read your question. And then I'm gonna read a new Famer's question. I thank you everybody for joining. I really appreciate you allowing me to read for you. So I'm gonna read Alphas, then new Famers. Okay. Was someone trying to eliminate Alpha? Oh, Lord. It came out as a yes with the Aquarius upright. I mean, star. I don't know why I said Aquarius. I don't know if that may mean something to you, Alpha, because this is the Aquarius card, but I meant to say the star card. But Aquarius came out of my mouth because this is Aquarius's card. So I don't know if someone is an Aquarius, has that as part of their big three, their sun, moon, rising. Yeah, so it's looking like a yes. But it could have been also earth sign energy too, with the King of Pentacles in the bottom. I don't think that, you know what I got? When I saw the King of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like not to eliminate you, to hurt you. I feel like somebody just wanted to fuck with you. Because if you use your car for like, to make money, to go places, make money. Like, I don't know how you make money. But if you rely on your transportation to help you with, going to work or going to like your gigs and stuff, then, because I know you DJ, that person may have wanted to mess with you financially. I hope that makes sense, Alpha. Okay. All right, I'm like scrolled all the way to the top. So let's see. Sabi, okay. Okay. All right. Okay, new Famer, then Sabi. That's not a yes or no question, new Famer. You're gonna have to rephrase it to a yes or no question. Sabi, what's your question? Okay, does Sabi have a future with Lakal? Does Sabi have a future with a card? Thank you, Ron Cray. I hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you. Does Sabi have a future with a cow? Does Sabi have a future with a cow? Ooh, this is looking like a yes. And this is like a good yes because, well, depending on the question, right? So yours is a good yes because this is like marriage, celebration, having fun together, like building a future together. So I feel like, yeah, it's looking like a yes, you do. But there may be something, I'm going to say, because I see this in the bottom, there may be something going on where some part in the relationship between you or him or personally that it needs to be fixed because somebody's not happy about something. But it's looking like a yes. I feel like as long as whatever, like if somebody's not satisfied with something, if that gets improved, then this is definitely a yes. So I don't know if there's something somebody's not satisfied with. I don't know if there's something not being done or said, but once that gets fixed or addressed, then this is possible, the Four of Wands. Okay, I hope that's helpful, Sabi. Okay, Sanjay, I read your question. So supersonic. Okay, let me go back. Because there's so many comments. Ethel, Monte, you're asking a lot of questions, but now there's a lot more people. So I'm gonna have to, I'll read this one and then, but let me see. I'm gonna tell New Famer, I need you to ask a yes or no question. Let me see if you changed it. Thank you, AK. Okay, one. Okay, all right, let's see. There's so many comments. There's so many. That's why I think I'm going to put like a not timeout, but like slow mode. Because it's getting, okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, so I went all the way to the bottom. Let me see, cyber, let me see. Oh, Ethel, I'm so sorry. You know, like, it seems like if a lot of stuff, challenging stuff happens, I feel like sometimes it's a test, and it's like it's about how your attitude about it. And this is just from my experience. I'm like, oh my God, it seems like everything's being thrown at me, but it's like, it's in a way you gotta be like, fuck that, you're like, fuck it, you know, like I'm not gonna let it get me down. So I feel like with the challenges that you're facing, there's something good gonna come around. It's just a matter of you having a positive outlook. You know, and definitely getting the support resources that you need, you know, and I know that can be challenging, especially depending on where you are, where you're living. Okay, I see Montaigne's. Okay, supersonic. Your question, let me see. Do I have money on this month? So I'm going to read your question, Supersonic. I don't know if you're still there. And then I'm going to go all the way to the bottom because there's so many. And then if anybody has to repost a question, let's see. Does Supersonic have money coming this month? Does Supersonic have abundance coming towards him this month? The supersonic have money coming to him this month. This March. The supersonic have money coming to him this March. Does have abundance. Supersonic expect abundance this month. That card, I didn't even realize. I'm not, because I don't know if that card was already like that. The supersonic have money coming this month. Does he have abundance coming this month? The supersonic have money coming this month. Abundance coming this month. It's a yes. And this is a money card. You see that big shiny coin? So it looks like you should be expecting some money this month. I'm not sure how much it is. I'm not sure how much it is, but you should be seeing money this month. Supersonic. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let me put this on too. Okay, so I'm putting slow mode on right now. All right. Does Martine have somebody from the past returning? This is like, yes. You might be meeting somebody to like hang out, spend time together, go out, possibly have drinks if you're of age. Hopefully you're of age. I'm a mother. So I would hope that if you're underage, that you're not doing that. But if you are, you might be going out for drinks, Monty, with this person from the past. And maybe somebody you used to go out, hang out with, or I wanted to say party with. Is Montaigne's manager impressed with Montaigne's work? Wow, you got a yes. And oh my gosh, does that kind of look like you, Montaigne? With the blonde hair? I think if you're someone who's very creative, Derek appreciates that. I don't know what you do, but the Empress is someone who's a creative, caring, loving. But I feel like it's creative. That's what came to my mind. And he's impressed by the way you work, the way you care about your work. I hope that's helpful, Montaigne. Now let's see. Okay. So let's see, new famers question. Hi, Marcia, how are you? Okay. Okay, how is this year going for me into? So, new famer, we need yes or no questions. That's not a yes or no question. That requires explanation. Let me know if this is okay. How will, is your name Ved? How will Ved's finances be this year? No, like what, no. Now, what will, no. That's a question I need to let me know. Okay, new famer. Will new famer be able to buy his own home? Will new famer be able to buy his own home? with his money? Will November be able to buy his own phone? I mean home. I said phone. Buy his own phone. Buy his own home. It's looking like yes. Just as long as you continue to save your money and build it up, you will be able to buy your own home. Yeah. So whatever actions you've been taking, continue to do so, like with savings and stuff. Okay, new family. I don't know. Do your parents want you to get married? Because if you asked if your parents would be proud of you, and this came out in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune came out, and so this is a no. They won't be proud of you. But I don't know if it's because you're not married. I don't know if your parents want you to get married. They want you to have a family. I feel like that just came to my mind. You can let me know if I'm wrong, but that came to my mind. Okay. Okay, Montana, I'm going to get to your last questions. Okay, good. Don't drink. That ruins skin, okay? You don't want to ruin your beautiful skin. Drink is no good. But you know, like you could go out to eat, party. You don't have to drink to party. That's good. Okay, yes, I answered your question, new famer. Okay, now we're gonna read the Corbin question. Hi, Zebaru, how are you? You don't need to go away, Monty. But you were asking a lot of questions. But remember, like, this is for entertainment purposes. Like, I could be completely wrong, and I'm only reading for the current energy right now, so things can always change. Energy is, what they say, energy is fluid. It's always changing. Energy is like people, you know, like we're finicky. We're always changing. So does Corbin see Montaigne as more than a customer? Is he comfortable with Montaigne? Is Corbin comfortable with Montaigne? Okay, that was, let me see. So the first one I said, does Corbin see you as a customer? More than a customer. And the King of Pentacles came out, and that's no. He doesn't see you as more than a customer. Now, is he comfortable with you? That's interesting because we got two cards coming out. Because the Wheel of Fortune came on the reversed, so that's a no. But then the Queen of Cups is a yes. So I don't know. You'll be able to know, because the Queen of Cups is about feelings. So I don't know if his feelings right now, he doesn't have feelings, but it's possible that may change, or the way, not feelings. Why did I say that? Because the Queen of Cups, that's why. Is Corbin comfortable with Montaigne? I don't know, like, and this is what came to me. I don't know if you've been flirty with him or something. And that might be the no. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. That came to my mind, but I don't know if there's something that you may have done. I don't know if you... No, what a Queen of Cups would do. Queen of Cups. This made me stomped. Because it's like, yes, no, no, yes, and then... This one is like, this is tricky for me. Like, because it's like, this is a no, but then this is a yes. So I feel like this is more like a maybe. I don't know if it's like, no, he doesn't feel comfortable around you. Or no, there's something else going on that I don't know. But then with this card in the bottom of the deck is saying no. And with Nine of Cups in reverse like that, it's like something where someone is not satisfied with something. So I don't know if there's something that makes him not feel comfortable around you. I feel like it's more no. He doesn't feel comfortable around you. That was weird. That was confusing. Maybe that's him. Maybe he's confused. Because those cards confused the hell out of me because I was trying to read it as a yes or no. But then it was like other stuff wanted to come out. And I'm like, I don't know if his feelings will change or his feelings won't change or it. So I feel like there may be confusion. So I feel like he's still like on the fence about how he feels around you. I don't know if that makes sense, but that was kind of confusing for me. Hi, Zibaru. So will someone new come into Zibaru's life? Let me fix. I'm gonna switch these cards around. Will someone new come into Zibaru? Will someone will come into Zibaru's life? Will someone new come into Zibaru's life in the second half of 2026? Will someone new come into Zibaru's life in the second half of 2026? You gotta know someone new, and the reason I'm gonna, this might sound, it may not be crazy at all. There may be somebody coming back, but they may not be there. No, I feel like there's someone gonna come back. There's someone you're gonna meet. There's somebody that's gonna return, but it's not gonna be someone new. It's probably someone you know. I don't know if this is someone you've never had a relationship with, because I see this. Now this is an upright because I had to switch the cards around. I switched them around. Like I split half the deck and turned them around. I feel like there's somebody gonna come back, but I don't think it's a new person. I think it's someone that you know already. But I feel like this is someone that's gonna make you happy. It could be someone that you've known when you were younger. It could be someone that you were just friends with, and maybe somebody that you probably forgot about, and then you reconnect. Like you see each other, like, oh, I haven't seen you in a long time. Like but you have no bad blood. There's nothing negative from the past coming back. It could be somebody that things didn't move forward with you and them. Probably is someone you liked, or they liked you, but they never made their move. They probably stopped themselves. But I feel like the second half of 2026, there may be somebody coming back, someone that you know, not someone coming back, but someone that you know returning to your life, but it's someone that you haven't had a relationship with. I think it's somebody that you probably never got to have a relationship because of something stopping them, something kind of halting them, not allowing them to move forward. I hope that's helpful, Zibaru. Oh, thank you, Montine. Oh my gosh, there's so many questions. Then it's not only you, Montine. This is a lot. Hey Jay, how are you? Okay. Always like trust your dreams. I feel like dreams are like they tell us so much. They tell us so much. I think that sometimes we just like, ah, it's just a dream. No, I feel like they tell us so much. Like a lot of the dreams I've had, they later made sense to me, and I'm like, oh my God, I've been having like I dreamt that I was having twins. I don't have twins. My mother had twins. My mother had twins. I had a dream about a guy that I never met. But there was something specific about him that when I met him and then I found out that specific thing, I was like, oh my God, I dreamt about you before I even met you. I dreamt about you months before I met you. It's crazy how dreams are. So never, like if you have a dream, they always say write down your dreams because there's always a message. If there's like one word in that dream that sticks out, that word has meaning. That was a message for you. If there's a number you see in the dream, that means something. It's whatever you can remember is something that you need to like look up and see what it means, what the significance is, because that's whatever you remember in a dream is a message for you. No, when I say someone from your past, I'm not saying it's somebody you were in a relationship with. It could be somebody that you've known before. You've known them before, but you've never been in a relationship with them. I feel like it could be somebody that liked you and you didn't know they liked you. And they may come around, you know. Maybe there's somebody that moved away or something like that. But they may be coming back in the end of like, I want to, like you said, the last half of 2026. There may be somebody coming back. It's not an ex. That's not what I'm getting from that. I hope that's helpful, Zibaru. Okay, let me see. All right, let me see. Any more questions? I answered Newfamers. Newfamer, I answered your question already. Okay. Yeah, it is. It is that. It kind of slowed down. I need it. It's good for me because I need the break. Let me turn off the slow mode. Ooh. This is getting crazy. I need a break. I need a coffee break. Oh my gosh. I need a break, Montaigne. I'm taking a break right now. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna take a break. I'm not gonna answer any questions right now because I need to my throat is like on fire. So I'm gonna reset the cards now. So I see there are 12 people here. Just in case you're new, my name is Tan and Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm an Oracle and Tarot card reader. I just started doing live readings about 2 weeks ago. So I'm trying to see what works for me. And I've been enjoying doing the yes or no questions. Because I'm someone that could keep pulling cards and I talk. I talk a lot. Yeah. Alpha, did you see how I read your message, the answer to your question? Did you see how I responded? Hi, Vanilla. I'm resetting the cards. Okay, good. Does that make sense to you, the way I read it, Alpha? Yeah, thank you, Montaigne. Yes. I'm taking a break right now, Vanilla. There were just so many people, so many questions, and I can't complain, you know? I can't complain. Hi, PJ, how are you? I'm about to say, long time no see. Thank you, Vanilla. I need it. Yeah, I don't know how that works because I know nothing about cars, you know. I got you, Montaigne. Don't worry, I got you. I answered that question. Was it? I answered that question, Montaigne? Kevin? Because I remember the name Fraser. Oh, okay. But what made you look to check your brakes? What made you check your brakes, Alpha? Alpha, I wonder. You say you're like, but you do bad things. Now I'm curious, what kind of bad things you do that people want to cut your brakes? Oh, okay, thank you, because the Fraser part was the one. Okay, so it's about John Fraser. Okay. Okay, that's how you know. Okay, I don't. Obviously, I don't drive. I think I mentioned that before. I don't drive. I'm glad you noticed. But you know, Alpha, I don't know your backstory or why anybody would want to do that to you. But that's messed up. So I reset the cards. Okay. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay. See. My throat is so dry. Okay. So if anybody else has a yes or no question, you could put it in the chat. Upright is yes. Reversed is no. Okay. It's Kevin Frazier. Regret. Wait. Does Kevin Frazier regret? I regret. Does Kevin Frazier feel regret regarding the tape? Does Kevin Frazier regret regarding? I feel like yes. It came out as a yes. He does feel regret for what he did. Why am I gonna say they did something? I don't know why that came out. I don't know if they did something, or Kevin or John. But I feel like yes, and I think he may be coming forward with an apology. They may be apologizing. It's funny that this card came out again, Montaigne. Remember I said this kind of looks like you? I feel like they may be coming forward. And I'm saying they, John and Kevin, may be coming forward to apologize to you. And then, does Alicia see Montaigne as her friend outside of work? I have a no. The High Priestess is someone who knows secrets and stuff like that. Spend the reverse. I don't know. I say it's a no. I think they do see you as a friend, but I feel like they see you more as like a friend, a work friend. I don't know if there's someone that will like, but I know sometimes we could get close to people at work, but I don't know if she thinks of you as a friend outside of work, as if you and her haven't really hung out together, haven't done anything outside of work. So that could be why that came out as a no. Montaigne. Okay, Vanilla. Well, Vanilla, oopsie. Will I start? Oh, no, well, Vanilla start receiving this. By this spring. Will Vanilla receive Social Security income this spring? I think it's saying no. And I think that there may be something that's slowing down the process, because the Knight of Wands is someone that moves very quickly, always moving quickly, you know, back and forth, back and forth. So there may be some back and forth going on that may be slowing down the process of you getting the SS income. So, but it's like, I think eventually it's going to happen, and hopefully it's not going to happen like closer to fall. I hope it's not that far off, because I don't know, when I saw this card, it made me think about September, but hopefully it's not, it won't take that long, but there may be something that's slowing down the process. So hopefully you won't have to wait until September, because I don't know, like this, and this card is a 9, and I didn't, like, that's why when I looked at it and I was already thinking September and I said a 9, I'm like, But hopefully, it could be, if it's not September, because that popped up in my mind because the way the card looks, it reminds me of fall, like the beginning of fall. But so it could be the beginning of fall, or it could be the next 9 weeks, within the next 9 weeks. Yeah, no, like that's too far off. So it could be the next 9 weeks, up to the next 9 weeks. So I would say, like, you know, definitely keep like checking, and also trying to find out if there's anything that you can do on your end. Like, are they missing documents? Is there anything that's slowing down the process? Sometimes those offices, they get slow, and you need to be on their ass, you know? So if you have to get on their ass, then do it. Because those, especially if you earn that income, yeah. And also, if it's something that you have to do, don't be lazy. Do what you have to do too, okay? Yeah, September is too far away. That's too far. Let me see. See. Okay. The answer is no, Montaigne. Aileen doesn't cry because of you, because she feels exposed. It's a no. But I feel like she does want to apologize. I think she may want to come forward and apologize. I know someone definitely wants to apologize. I feel like they do sense the change in you, but I feel like they're just probably acting like they don't. You know, they may be pretending that they don't see it, but they're aware of the changes. Now, the graveyard shift. Are they aware that Monte's working the graveyard shift? Yes, they're aware, but like the Pisces card came out with, and then the moon card, they say this is a Pisces card too, and we are in Pisces season. I feel like they're acting like they don't know, but they know. They can sense it. They're aware. Now, does anybody else have questions? And I want to answer more love questions. or money questions and stuff. All right, vanilla. More vanilla. Oh my gosh, the cards are falling. Let me see what time it is, because it's kind of slowing down. And let's see. Vanilla, have a good time. Will vanilla work a good job this spring? Have you been applying to good jobs? Because if you haven't been, it's a no. It's a no, vanilla. But it's depending on where you have been applying. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be ending the live soon because I see people are watching, but not enough people interacting. So I would like to ask I would like other people to ask questions. So since it's just two people and that I've, you know, answered a lot of questions for you, Montaigne. I'm not going to answer that question about Elaine. I'm getting tired, and I'll be honest, I'm getting kind of bored right now. You said you were going to send me something, but you know what? I feel like Alpha, I think Instagram probably will be the best place. Okay, Alpha, you said you were going to send me something yesterday, but I feel like Instagram will probably be the best place. Okay. Does John not like that Montaigne chose to isolate herself? I gotta know. It's a no. So no. If that's a yes or no, no. He doesn't like that you chose to isolate yourself. Okay, vanilla. Are those two separate people, Vanilla? Hi, old, I don't want to say it, old wicked crow. Oh my goodness. Hi, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. Hi, Maria. Maria, I don't need cards to tell you. If you want to learn English, you will learn English. I almost forgot English right now. Saying English. You just have to keep practicing. Keep practicing. I know they say like in order to learn a new language, you should immerse yourself. So watch a lot of I want to say, watch a lot of movies, listen to music in English. I would say watch movies with subtitles so that you could hear it in English, but you could see it in the language that you speak, so you can understand and start to comprehend what's being said in English and in comparison to your native language. Definitely music. Watch the news. Watching the news might be good, but it's all about practice. Because I know for me, I was trying to learn Italian, but I kind of fell off it. So it's about being consistent too. Interacting with people who speak the language you speak, English, so that you can practice. But when you're listening to English, you're also learning how to pronounce words, so you could like follow along or like repeat after them. So I think it's possible. Yes, it is possible, Maria. It's just how much effort and focus and dedication you put towards it. Okay, let me see. Hi, Noreen. How are you doing? Okay, let's see. I know, but I'm just letting you know I didn't forget, and Instagram might be the best way, okay? So we're not giving personal information away, okay? Just putting it out there. Okay, Montaigne, let's see. I answered your question about John, but you want to know if he thinks that you're a criminal? Okay. But then Vanilla's question. I'm just going to ask collectively if SM and anti are jealous of your relationship, Vanilla. I'm gonna put it this way, if it's okay with you, Vanilla. Let's read it collectively. I feel like there's two yeses. I feel like yes, they may be jealous of your relationship. With 2 cards and you're asking about 2 people, the answer is yes. And I think it's something that you already know. It's not a secret to you. It's not a secret to you. With the High Priestess coming out in the reverse. Okay, does John think Montaigne is a criminal? Does John think Montaigne is a criminal? That is the stupidest thing. Let me see. Does John think Montaigne is a criminal? I got the Page of Pentacles upright, so it's like yes, but that's not how I'm reading it, because I have these 2 other cards that are saying no. But it's like, I don't think so. I think it's more a no than anything. I don't know if you're someone who like, if you find something, you'll be like, oh, look, I found this. You know, or someone left this. I don't know if that makes sense to you, Montaigne, but I feel like it's a no. Because even the bottom card is saying no. I feel like it's a no. And I'm saying that because the way it looks like, it's like someone say, here, look what I found. This is what I'm getting. I don't know what you do, but you may be the type of person that when you find things, you're the person like, oh, you know, did somebody lose this? Does this belong to anybody? I don't know if that makes sense to you, Montaigne, but that's what came to my mind. So I feel like it's a no. He doesn't think you're a criminal. Hi, Jessica. How are you? Okay, Noreen's question is... Masami, Miss Princess. Are you the princess, Noreen? Okay, Jessica Lynn. I think that kind of ties into the Nicole, because you said that you've isolated yourself. And when you do that, that's in a way of icing someone out. What do you mean paid session? Because I don't take money. But are you the princess, Noreen? You're welcome. Vanilla. Yes, I feel like it's fair. You know, because then if anything, we could block each other after that. You know? Alpha. Are you a blocker, Alpha? Do you block people? I'm a blocker. Yes, one question is free, Noreen. But I want to know, are you princess? Because I need to know like how the question relates to you. You're the princess? Okay. The Sami Miss Princess. The Sami Miss Princess. Okay, good, thank you. I feel like, see, you gotta, this is a no, but then this is a yes. I feel like, what I wanted to say, because as soon as I saw this, it's like, it's, because this is the high priestess. The high priestess knows secrets and stuff. She keeps secrets. So it looks like a no. It's coming out like a no, but I feel like he does miss you. He does miss Princess. You know? Thank you, Martine, for being here. I hope everything works out for you. And I hope that anybody has done anything wrong to you, that they make amends. Because they don't need bad karma. No bad karma. When you put out bad, you get bad. You take care, Montaigne. And thank you for staying as long as you have. You're welcome, Noreen. Yes, you need to, it's so nice when you block people. Because you'll never see them again. But I haven't blocked anybody in a while. Because I don't really, well, I block people on YouTube because like some people, like, remember, what was his name? Robert or Michael or something? Remember I blocked it? So yeah, you should try it, But sometimes, like, I know, like, if I'm in a relationship, this is bad, and I'm mad, I'd be like, oh, I don't want to talk to this bastard anymore. And then I block the number. And then later on, I'm like, oh no, what if they message me? And then I unblock it. Yes, it is. But it's self-care. Sometimes it's self-care. You need to block some people, even if it's just for your personal satisfaction. They don't need to know unless they try to message you. Then they'll know. But I do that. I haven't done that in a while, but I'm not really dealing with it. I'm not dealing with anybody, so I ain't blocking anybody. Yes. No. If it's my fault, no, I won't do that. If they did something and I'm like annoyed and I'm like, I just don't want to deal with them, I'll block them. But sometimes I will admit this much. Sometimes I can be oversensitive. I'm like, I don't want to talk to them. Block. And then, like I say, I'm like, but wait, what if they message me? And then the only bad thing is, like, this is why it's not good to do that. It's because you will never know during that period that they were blocked if they ever called you or messaged you. So that can drive someone a little crazy. That's why you shouldn't do that, So if anybody wants to block somebody, I would suggest, like, not all phone, I don't know what, the iPhone doesn't really allow you to hide messages or stuff, but you could turn off notifications. That's like the best you can do. So I wish iPhone had this option where you could hide messages, where if the person does text you, you still get the message, you just won't see it. And then when you decide to unhide the person, you see all the messages or calls that they may have sent to you. You know, so you never have to go crazy wondering, did they call me? Did they message me? You know? Okay, let me see if there's anybody else. Oh, Jessica. Oh, Jessica, are you still there? Okay, you have 2 questions, Jessica. Okay. Is Jessica's father watching over her? Why is this card out? So your first question, Jessica, it's saying no. But I don't know if this is because part of you doesn't want to believe it because you may be logical, more logical. Or you don't want to think that you're crazy. Because I also got the devil card too, but they're both saying no. But to answer, it's coming out as a no, but when I saw the Knight of Pentacles, the thing that came to my mind is, if this is an idea that you have, you may be trying to be logical about it. Like grounded about it. And that's why, like, maybe part of you is skeptical. I don't know if you're a Capricorn or someone was a Capricorn or an earth sign energy, Jessica. I don't know if you're still here, Jessica. But I don't know. That may be significant. But it's looking like a no. How about your cousin? If your cousin. Let me see. Cousin. Cousin Michael. Or her dad. Or her cousin. Did her cousin Michael reunite with her dad? I'm getting a lot of Capricorn energy. Because what I've heard about Capricorns are earth signs, right? But I heard someone who identified as a Capricorn mentioned that they're like skeptical about this stuff. They're skeptical about spiritual stuff because it's not logical. And this is what's coming to my mind. That's what I'm getting. It's so, I've never read a question like that before. Yeah. So you used to be skeptical too? Yeah, I've heard that. I remember I used to have a beauty channel. And one of the beauty channels I used to watch, she no longer posts. And she mentioned that she's a Capricorn and that she doesn't really buy into astrology and zodiac signs. So I don't want to like make a blanket statement about Capricorns, but it's just she came to my mind. So I don't know if Jessica, if you're a Capricorn and you're skeptical about the spiritual world and your father watching over you and all this, but thank you, Alpha. It's expensive to have a beauty channel. You want to keep up with the makeup and then always, like for me, I found like no value in, I felt like I wasn't really contributing anything to that. So that's why I stopped having my beauty channel. And plus, I felt like I was focusing more on my looks and then becoming very, I don't know, I'm not vain. I'm not a vain person. But the thing is, it's like when I realized how much time I was taking to take the perfect picture, to show the makeup in the most perfect way, it was so time consuming and I felt it was so stupid. It didn't really have any value. And I'm not saying anything about beauty creators. I feel like they do have their value, but for me personally, I didn't think I was doing anything that was valuable, because there was always a part of me that wanted to help people. There's that social worker in me, the psychologist in me, the healer in me, And also it was a good way for me to be able to come out and be on camera and talk to people, even though when you're filming makeup videos, there's no one there and you're just pretending to be talking to people. But it was a good way for me to practice and also be more comfortable with speaking, because that was something that I struggled with, I was somebody who was like still finding my voice, and that allowed me to find my voice, and it led me to where I am right now, which is reading tarot and oracle cards and helping people is the best way I can right now, Hi, Vivi. Hi, Ice Cold Gamer. Oh, no more questions, Montaigne. I have other questions to answer right now. Let me see. Yeah, Ice Cold Gamer. I know. Let me see. I'll get to you, Montaigne. Hold on a moment. Okay. So Ice Cold Gamer lost the document. Lost property document. Okay. Okay. Will Ice Cold Gamer be able to find the property? Will we be able to get the document back? The lost property document? The property. Lost document. Lost property document. Okay. You have 4 cards that came out and 3 of them are no's and 1's a yes. I feel like you're going to have to, I don't know if this is a type of document, because before these cards even came out, I was already thinking this. If this is a type of document that you can try to get replaced, that's going to be your best way, your best course of action. If there's a way for you to somehow get that paper back, like go to wherever, whoever issued it, see if they can issue a new document for you, like a duplicate or a I don't know, like, because I know like when we lose our birth certificates, we can go to a certain office and ask for a new one. So I feel like that may be what you're gonna have to do, because I have 3 no's here. And then this card is a yes, but I feel like there's going to be something that you're going to need to do in order for you to get a document or copy of a document, like a new original or a duplicate. So I don't know if there's other people who have a copy of the document too. I don't know if there are many people that have it. So I feel like that you might end up having to go to whoever issued the property document for them to reissue you a new one. I hope that helps. It's probably going to cost you some money to get a copy, if it's possible. Or there may be somebody who does have a copy and they may be able to give it to you. Oh, wow. Excuse me. Just wait. I don't know if you heard that. Well, not really, because I was somebody, like I mentioned this before, like I get acne. So I was like showing, like looking at products to help people like who have that or who have texture with their skin. It's just like, I love makeup. I love beauty. I love all that stuff, you know? But I felt like that I didn't want to be a part of consumerism, you know? I felt like it was very consumeristic. And then also seeing how it also affected my finances, like trying to buy the new products and always wanting the new products. I'm like, but like now I travel. I'd rather travel than buy a new eyeshadow palette. I mean, I still buy lip glosses and stuff, but like I slowed down a lot with buying makeup because now I'm realizing I'd rather use my money, invest my money on myself or experiences rather than things, if that makes sense. But also, like I said, I felt like I wanted to do something that I felt was valuable, that would be helpful to people, because I felt like I can share. I feel like I have a lot of experience that I can share, but something happened. I hope everything's okay. And I like reading cards. Hi, Jose. How are you? Yeah, thank you for letting me know that I'm glitchy, because I noticed something. Okay, will Montaigne get an apology soon? Thank you for letting me know, Montaigne. It's looking like a no on both ends, but I feel like it's because someone or some people are not ready at this time. You know? So I'm getting a no for it happening soon. It's like eventually it'll happen. It's just someone, like I said, some people have to be able to hold themselves accountable and be ready to apologize. You know, sometimes it takes time for people to be held accountable. Like I think I mentioned like somebody, I think it was was it Kevin or John? John was the first person that you asked about, right? Or Kevin. I mentioned like one of them wants to come forward, but it's like they do feel bad, but then it's like they want to come forward. They're considering coming forward with an apology. But sometimes it takes time. Sometimes people need to set their pride aside in order to do that. Okay. Okay, Jose, you want to know if you're going to have, do you have a girlfriend, or do you want to, all right. I'm just want to make sure I read your question. Okay, you want to know if you will have a girlfriend. Okay, Jose. Okay, so I know you asked about a couple of people, but the apology may not be coming soon. But someone has to set their pride. You know, like whenever someone has to apologize, they definitely have to, especially if they're being authentic, they have to set aside their ego in order to admit they were wrong, you know? Okay, Jose. Will Jose have a girlfriend? It's looking like a no, Jose. What are you saying? Someone else's wants someone else's girlfriend. It's looking like a no, Jose. And I think it's because there's something that you might need to change. There may be something that you need to change. Ice Cold, I read for your question. You could scroll back to hear the answer. I read your question already. I'm like thrown off by what you said. Do you want someone else's girlfriend? Do you think that's what Jose's asking? Or is that what you're saying to him? Whew, my eyes are getting red. I've been on the computer like all day. Let me see. Hi, Dan. How are you? Welcome to my live. Do you have a yes or no question you want me to answer for you? You're asking him? Okay. Well, you have to, no, that's something for you to know. I don't know what you need to change. I don't know what you need to change, Jose. I don't know. I feel like there may be certain things in your life that you need to focus on more than having a girlfriend right now. And I think until those changes, like I don't know if it has to do with like your finances, your living situation, it could be your health, or the way you think about relationships. That might be something that needs to change. Not even for fun. Like, you could ask a silly question, because I know when I started, before I decided to do the yes or no, I was asking questions to see how accurate it would be. You know? And I was like, okay, I'm confident with this. You know, I'm confident doing this. But it's okay. You could be a spectator. Oh, sorry, Vivi. Hold on a minute. Let me read for you, Vivi. Yes, I see you. But that question, that's ultimately up to you, Montaigne, because you get to decide who you allow into your life or not. You know? And no card could really tell you that, because it's your life and you get to decide who you allow in or not. Okay, Vivi. Well, Vivi and Stavros, because I'm answering yes or no questions, will it be okay if I rephrase your question, Vivi, to be, will Stavros and Vivi be in a relationship? What do you think about that question? Mystic Jen. Hi, Mystic Jen. Hi, Tashina. The second, will Vivi and, let me look up his novels, be in a relationship? Okay. Will Stavros and Vivi be in a relationship? 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 You have a yes. And depending on how well everything goes in your relationship, it might lead to marriage. But it's depending on if it's a healthy, balanced relationship, where you're both honest with each other, you're both giving to each other, you communicate well with each other. It could be the type of relationship that could lead to marriage, Vivi. So the answer is yes. But it's depending on, and it could even go as far as marriage, depending on how well you work together to nurture your relationship. I hope that helps. My Mystic Jen. Ooh, will there be justice for Mystic Jen? See, that is such a loaded question, because what do you consider justice, you know? Because first, all right, you say you're dealing with a health issue that's affected, but you're saying it's caused by, you're welcome, Vivi. I hope everything works out for you. Because if, I'm going to say this much, we get to decide what we allow to bother us, right? And I know certain situations are kind of can be very difficult to deal with, right? And hard to ignore, because sometimes if there's a lot of toxicity going on, you can ignore as much as you can, but it's also what you're allowing to affect you. So like the justice is going to have to come from you, you know? It's about you putting your foot down and having, you know, to address certain things that have been affecting your health. If it's like certain people, you may need to take certain actions. I don't know if you've already started that by like going to HR or documenting and that type of thing. So that's something that's one way you can find justice for yourself, but also removing yourself from the toxic work environment as much as you can. I mean, because I know it's not easy finding a job too. It's easier said than done, but there has to be ways for you to protect yourself too. So like that question is kind of loaded, because I don't know what exactly you mean, because people who do watch tarot and are spiritual sometimes look at justice as karma, right? But in a negative way, like something bad will happen to other people. So that's why I'm asking, what do you mean by that? Okay. But if they haven't done anything, it might be your sign to leave, because if it's greatly impacting your health, the justice is going to have to come from you. And there may be something else that you're meant to be doing instead of working where you are. The environment may be like a sign for you that whatever you've done, or it may be time for you to move on from that. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Okay, Tashina. I know it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done to say, oh, you know, just leave your job. If it's like your only source of income and it's because I know it could be difficult to find a job. But you could also look at other ways that you can try to get justice, you know, because, but it's like the most simplest way is already starting, like creating an exit plan for yourself. You know, start applying to new jobs. You know, start applying to new jobs. Putting yourself out there. And just keep doing what you have to do until what's meant for you comes around. You don't have to feel stuck in that. If you feel stuck, it's because you choose to be. I'm sorry I have to be blunt, but then, because I'm going by my own experience in not toxic environment, but just working somewhere and then they causing me stress and anxiety, not because of people, but it's just because I wasn't doing something I wanted to do. So it was impacting me in some way. So sometimes you have to choose yourself. I hope it helps. Yes, exactly. Keep it to yourself too, because it's people will like to ruin your plans, especially if you're already wanting more for yourself and wanting better for yourself. And I don't think anybody should ever have to work in a toxic environment. Let the sword people work together. You know? Okay, Tashina. Thank you for adding that in, Tashina. Okay, let me read your questions, Gina. Exactly. But you know, the thing is, it's like hurt people do hurt people, but that's not that's not an excuse. It's an explanation, but it's not an excuse. Nobody should be doing that. I think what we need to be doing is healing, not like creating more hurt people that need to heal. Okay, Tashina. Does Tashina have a future with Peter? Is that okay if I ask that question? Does Tashina have a future with Peter? What do you think about that question, Tashina? Okay. Does Tashina and Peter have a future together? I'm gonna say it's looking like a no. And I don't know if it's because there's a lot of arguments, a lot of disagreements. You and him are not being able to see eye to eye. But it's like if you and have already been putting as much work as you, like trying to keep the relationship together, even like trying to prioritize the relationship, it's looking like it's a no. You know? I don't know if you're at this point where you're tired of fighting, you're tired of putting in the work, putting in the effort and not seeing the results, not seeing any changes. But it's looking like a no based on these two cards. But I think you already knew this because you were already considering it. And I feel like that if you yeah. And that's the most basic thing. I don't understand why people have to lie. It's easy. The truth is easier to remember. A lie is harder to remember because then you got to remember all the lies. The truth is the truth, you know? The facts are the facts. Red is red and blue is blue, you know? Yeah. But I feel like if you've already put in all the work that you could, you probably tolerated more than you should have. I think you're done with it. It's like you're tired of the fighting. You don't want any more drama, like you said, drama. And this is like drama right here. I don't know if there was other people, and it doesn't have to be like third party. It could just be like other people, like family or friends, just like interfering with your relationship. It could be on his side, or I don't know. But it's like, I think you're done putting in the effort and not getting anything in return. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I hope that helps you. But I think you already knew the answer. I think you just wanted confirmation. Well, whatever happens, it's whatever decision you make is the right one, because it's your decision, you know? And I hope everything works out for you, Tashina. Well, we're in it for a while. Hi, Christy. I don't know. I saw you earlier, but I don't know if you had a question. And if I missed it, I'm sorry. There were just so many. There was so many people. So much people. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay, Christy, I'm only answering yes or no questions right now. So you want to ask a yes or no question instead? Like what we could ask is, will you meet somebody? We could choose a season. We could choose a month. We could choose in like 2026. You know, will Christy meet someone this year, or will Christy meet somebody this month? Or will Christy meet someone in the spring or the summer or the next few months? Something like that. Let me know what question you would like. Just giving you ideas of what you can ask. That's a yes or no question. Okay. Okay. Well, Christy will meet someone in the next few months. Why that? That came out too fast, but it's saying no. And we're saying next few months, and this is the current energy. And I'm getting like right now, I don't know if there's something going on with family that you're not happy about, because there's disharmony. There's something's not working with family. I don't know if you have a family already, like you have children and there's stuff that going on in your home, because this is the home family card, but it's in a reverse. So there may be something that needs to be improved within your home. And you're your own home, just so you know. So there may be something that you need to work on within yourself. Maybe I don't know if there's like, you haven't been feeling balanced, emotionally balanced. Maybe there's some things that you're not happy about that you need to address. But you may be also having a lot of responsibility and burdens, and that's why you may not meet somebody. So there's certain things that you need to take care of before you will meet somebody. Sometimes when you have a lot of weight on your shoulders and stress and responsibility, that also affects how your energy. Yeah, you need to focus more on that. Once you start, I think once the burdens are removed, like you're able to get rid of, you can't get rid of the pain. Well, yeah, you can. You can heal from the pain. You can heal from the hurt. You can heal from the betrayal. But the most important thing is to make sure that you're okay before you put yourself out there. So you may need more time. I would say though, because we have 2 10s here. Yeah. Oh, wow. So I feel like once you get everything in order and everything's in balance, that's when you can possibly meet somebody. But I'm seeing 2 10s here. So if you possibly do meet somebody, and I'm going to go into this year itself, or I will even say it could be up to 10 weeks. and within 10 weeks you might meet somebody, or it could be in October you might meet somebody, because I'm seeing the tens here, 2 10s. So I think that once you're able to, regain your balance within yourself and even within your home, and everything is stable and you feel safe and secure and open and ready to meet someone new, that could possibly happen, So for some reason I'm seeing, like, there's 2 10s, that's 20. So it could be on the 10 weeks. It's October 20 weeks from now. That'll be so interesting. It probably is October. I think something like in October. It may be sooner than that, but I would say 10 weeks to October. That's what's coming out in my mind, and that's what I'm seeing in the cards too. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for your compliment. I really appreciate you. Yes. Yeah, you need to, right now, number one is Christy. Christy needs to take care of herself. It's like you need to restabilize, because there's something that's not stable right now, and it could be your environment. And then once that's stabilized, once everything gets settled, then you could start thinking about possibly meeting somebody and being open and ready. You don't want to meet somebody when you're still in the healing process. Like, sometimes you could heal with somebody, but when you have a lot of responsibilities or baggage, you don't want to bring that into a new relationship. So that's why you have to take care of yourself. Yeah, you have to take care of yourself. Eventually, you'll be at that point where you will be able to open up, but right now, the reason why you probably can't is because it's not your time to. Right now, you need to take care of yourself. Oh, thank you for letting me know, Matt. If you have a question, I can answer a yes or no question for you. You're welcome, Christy. I hope everything works out. Okay. Ethel. Hi, Ethel. You came back? I don't know if you've been here the whole time or you're just returning. Does Nancy really like Ethel? I'm getting a yes. That came out so fast, it flew out. I don't know if you saw that. It came out. Yeah. This is someone, I don't know if you know Lamptey from the past or something, or if you had something in the past with him. Because the Judgment card is like an awakening. I don't know if this is someone you've known from the past, but if this person has had feelings for you, okay. If this person had feelings for you, Ethel, it might be like those feelings may be resurging. Because you see how these people are coming up, they're like revived in some way. So I don't know if this is somebody that you've known before or have had a relationship with before, or, just a friend. It could just be a friend, but if there's feelings, there may be a resurgence of feelings, but only take that as it resonates. I hope that helps, Ethel. Okay, I'm gonna be ending the live soon. It's gonna be 8 o'clock and I'm tired. Oh, he's younger. Oh my gosh, Ethel. The most important thing is this Ethel like Lamptey. I'm gonna end them. Okay, he's January. No. Okay. It's no. Okay. I don't. January 30th. Let's see. An Aquarius. An Aquarius. I will just say this. Be open-minded if the age thing is a bother to you, you know? You're welcome, Matt. Thank you for joining and subscribing. I really appreciate you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening, wherever you are. And I'm going to be ending the live now. You said he's a Taurus, but January 30th, is that when you met him? You said he's new. Okay, so you met him in January 30th. Okay. He's a Taurus, yeah. I would say keep an open mind, you know, if he, yeah, keep an open mind. But always use your discernment. Always use your discernment, you know. If something seems off, then trust that feeling, you know. But keep an open mind too. That's what I want to say. So I'm going to be ending the live now. I need to head home. So I thank everybody for subscribing, for participating and allowing me. Thank you for confirming, Ethel. So thank you for participating and subscribing and joining in the live, allowing me to read for you. I hope everybody has a great day or evening ahead. And I'm sending you lots of love. And I hope, bye, Alpha. You're welcome, Alpha. Take care, everybody. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Bye. Oh, in Africa, okay. Me in Africa? No, I'm in New York City. Bye, everyone.